everybody, it is Kathy, and I love to be selling. How are you? I am still in Las Vegas, and what you see behind me is the ASD Wholesale Show. It's at the Convention Center, and I'm at a preview day, and that's why I'm live streaming for you guys. Hi Miriam, come on in. And if you don't know, wholesale shows or trade shows are when you have various vendors offering items at wholesale prices to sellers. Now the ASD show is twice a year. You'll see ASD in March, and then you'll also see it at the end of July. It's a relatively easy show to get vetted for. Some shows are very, very difficult. Toy Fair is one of them. ASD is very, very seller friendly. So if you're at eBay Open, or if you're in the area, or you want to go to Las Vegas, look it for ASD. They've got a website. Show at the end of July. Register and come. The registration is free. And then you also want to take a look at it for it in March. It is a huge array of wares. I'm going to flip my camera around, but let me tell you, some people are very, very sensitive about pictures, so I want to be respectful to the vendors about that. But if you're not aware of this, hang on just a second, I have my shoulder bags falling off, hang on. There we go. Sorry about that. 80% of what is on eBay right now is new. Oh, and just to let you know, so I was just at, I'm going to walk down this aisle. I stopped by one vendor because I saw some items for one of my private clients. And I asked the vendor, I said, oh, I love your stuff. And what they said was they only sell to people with brick and mortar stores. They do not sell to online sellers. So when you're working a wholesale show, you always want to be completely upfront about where you sell. I always introduce myself, I chat, I tell them how lovely their items are, and then they will ask you where you sell. I always sell online, and that I do sell on eBay. If you sell Amazon, Etsy, anywhere else, you're definitely going to want to let them know that. And if for any reason they don't want to do that, you just go, okay, great, and you walk on. I find maybe 1 out of 10 vendors are like that. I find most vendors are very, very friendly to online sellers. I'm seeing sheets, I'm seeing shower curtains, a lot of shampoo, I see candles. The guy to my left right now, I'm going to go this way. It's a lot of stuff that's more sort of dollar store kind of things. Over here to my right, I'm seeing a lot of cute little kids' purses and everything. But you name it, and it is for sale here. Over to my left here, we've got organization stuff, and I've got women's hair rollers. Then coming up, there's a lot of kitchen utensils, just a huge, huge variety. So what you want to do is keep an eye out for wholesale shows that might be near you, either a convention center, or that you're going to be making a trip and you're near, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, and go to a wholesale show. And just dip your toe, walk around. I was meeting with some very experienced sellers, and we were talking about this, is your first wholesale show, walk around and look. And don't make yourself feel like that you have to buy anything. Be willing to just learn and look, talk to your fellow sellers, talk to the vendors. Have a certain dollar amount in your mind that you're willing to spend $200 or $300 or more. And jump in and place a wholesale order. So you'd walk around the show. There is a show book. You would investigate, look at different categories that you're interested in. The ASD show, IPJ, yes, I'm still in Vegas, is extremely large. It is the size of 7 football fields. So you do want to more focus in on what you think is going to be of more interest to you. Right now, I am at this preview day, so what's great is, it's my invitation only. What's great with the preview day is I can walk the floor and get an idea of what is being sold, who I'd want to come back and see tomorrow, that sort of thing. So always when you're attending events, see if they offer any kind of preview. If you're not able to access it, because oftentimes a first-time attendee will not be able to access. Now I'm passing more automotive parts and accessories over here. You might have an experienced seller friend who can get you. So talk to them and see if they can get you a pass, okay? but all kinds of great items. Ooh, I'm coming up on great kids coloring books. I'm thinking about my grandson. And then I'm seeing travel things. I'm seeing things like wrist supports, yoga mats, kitchen towels, all kinds of fun kid backpacks. So if I was shopping for back to school, the whole section that I'm in right now would absolutely perfect. Sharon's asking me if it costs to get in. No. Trade shows and wholesale shows, the attendance is free. They want you. They want sellers coming in and looking at the items. Many times at these wholesale shows, ASD is one of them, they have a cash and carry section. So be sure to have some cash and take a look at that to see if that's a good way for you to pick up inventory. But again, this is ASD. This is in Las Vegas. And I'm trying to walk and talk so I don't walk into something. And you definitely want to take a look at this if you're at eBay Open. I spoke with several sellers that are planning on attending next year. It's right after eBay Open, so it's a great one to attend. It's also easy to get in. Again, some of the shows are not so easy to get in. There's a very extensive vetting process. ASD is not one of those shows. I'll show more fun stuff here. And so good. It's how many days? So today's preview day, and then it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There's also the LA gift show at the same time. So this is a really, 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 I'm going to flip the camera around and see if I can get away with this one. Hang on a second. There you go. It's a really, really, really good time. Oops. It's a really, really, really good time to do wholesale shows. But just to give you an idea, this is just one small section. If I walk this entire hall up and down each aisle, I'm a sucker for gift bags. Look at this. It would probably take, oh boy, well over an hour. See, you got a lot of holiday stuff, you guys, so this would be a great time to shop for fourth quarter stuff. This is lovely. This looks more vintagey. Love this stuff, very pretty. See what a variety of items. We got lots and lots of sort of inexpensive toys over here. Okay, so this is to give you an idea again. This is the ASD wholesale show. I just want to remind you guys, 80% of what is on eBay, lovely tea kettles over here, is new. So no matter what category you're selling in, let me flip the camera around. There we go. What category you're selling in, there is something at the ASD wholesale show for you. And that's when I encourage people, when I'm working with clients and I'm working with my membership group insiders, Sharon's watching, Sharon's an insider, is start in a category you know. So if what you know is kids clothing, I would start with kids clothing. If I know kids sporting goods, I start with kids sporting goods. If I know cooking, I start with cookware. And you research sells. This item, will it sell? This vendor, will they sell to me? And then how large an order, it's called an opening order, how large an order I need to place for my opening order. And then you're off. And you test it and you try it, just like any inventory. Test it and see if it sells for you. Now what's great about sourcing wholesale is if I hit a home run, which happens, yay, is I can order more. So that one picture, that one listing, that one item, I can just keep replenishing it. So I make good money, I have happy shoppers, and it's less work for me. So I do need to research, I do need to run the sales, but once I attend, hey Joe DeMarco's watching, Hubcap Joe. Joe, tons of automotive parts. I keep thinking of you as far as branching out. Hang on, I want to show this aisle, it's really pretty. There we go. So look at all this. And I gotta tell you, the vendors are really, really nice. And sometimes too, this is my last tip for you. Oh, let me show you because it's on this booth. They sell the entire booth. So particularly if you're in the Vegas area or if you've got a car with you, is definitely check to see if the booths are for sale, because that can be a great way to pick up inventory. But you cannot take the inventory till the very last day of the sale. Hang on, let me flip it around. And you've got to be able to take everything. But you'll see people, they're like professional booth buyers, and they buy the entire booth. There was one booth I really liked when you were at ASD. And New York Now, which is another wholesale show in New York, and I'm in New York, I will actually, I've tried to buy a booth a couple of times. Sometimes, you know, you got to get there like the first day because other people will buy it. But it's a great thing. Let me flip it around again. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to get out of here. Hang on. So here we go. Here's some more. But isn't this great? I'm telling you, huge variety, great vendors. This is just the upper part, just so you know, this is the upper part of the South Hall. There's a lower part, and then all the way, gosh, it's about, I'm gonna say about a quarter of a mile from here, is another whole area. It's literally 7 football fields large, is my best understanding. And this is the ASD Wholesale Show. So do it, do it, do it. Again, 80% of what is on eBay right now is new. And sourcing wholesale is a great way to get those items. So open your eyes, walk the show, get ideas, jump in, and enjoy wholesale buying. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. This is the preview day, Sharon. That's why it's not crowded. Tomorrow, I'll stream tomorrow too. Completely different. It'll look like gridlock, which is why, especially if you're new to wholesale buying, try and get in on the preview day. It really helps to walk the floor. Not all the items will be up, not by a long shot, but you'll get your bearings and you'll get a good idea of what the layout is, okay? I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye.